All right, so before we start, be more Slick Rick,
Yep.
Camille.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, I mean, this is very unofficial, so we're just gonna have fun with it. I was supposed to draft up questions, but then I got busy today, and I had traffic and ate dinner,
okay,
so I'm just gonna be going off the top of my head.
Yeah. Hey, you're at our house, so.
Well, I'll start on the end, Camille. I want just your thoughts on the season as a whole, just like what SEL is meant to. I know it'll open up like you guys as players in general, and just your experience with it.
I mean, it's unfortunate that we didn't qualify for the LAN, which was kind of rough, and it was. I mean, we did pretty well as a team, and I think, in my opinion, SEL was are one of the harder. If you guys would agree.
Yeah, for sure.
It's definitely leagues for us, because we were in a couple other leagues. I think this one was the hardest. So I think we did well to get to where we got to, but do wish we qualified.
Yeah, we definitely put a target on our back after last season.
Was it fourth place? You guys
third. So we got in the money,
and
then
right.
we're trash talking a little, you know.
That's right.
So.
That's right. No one expected us to do that, and this time they kind of were like, okay.
Yeah.
So it was a little bit harder this time. Yeah.
And we started the season with 3 losses in a row, so that was brutal. And we just spent the rest of the season coming back, and we won the last 4 games. We went 4-3, but it was just too late. We had already done the damage in the first 2 match nights. So
exactly.
Yeah.
We went on a 3 or 4 game loss streak, and then we went on a 13-game win streak.
Yeah. Across all our leagues, it was 13 games.
It was just unfortunate that was an SEL. That was
yes, because SEL started the earliest.
Exactly.
Yeah, it was brutal.
13 matches in a row. I mean, that's kind of credit to you guys as a team, I feel like. Going on runs like that. And whenever I'm in the green room for the SEL, it's always like, blue, not a great team. They don't mesh together super well, but you guys are kind of play up because of your cohesion. Talk about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I don't know. If you watch the difference between how we play and how blue plays, I feel like even though they claim they play they react to everything going on, I don't know. At the same time, I feel like we have a lot more sporadic where it's just pass, and then goal. And I'm I don't even know how we got 5 passes on a Rocket League field, but we did, and we got it. And we just have plays where people pop off really, which I mean every team has to a certain degree. I mean Tennessee last weekend at BBB popped off, and they were feeling themselves. I'm hoping they don't do that this week, but but consistently, I say we're pretty good at having somebody pop off, and if one person's going and the other 2 people aren't feeling terrible, it generally goes well for us. So
do you guys play together outside of competitive play, outside of scrims together?
It's every other night at work.
Okay, so that helps. And so you talked about how competitive the SEL's got. I mean, you guys have played since the beginning, right? Since season 0?
Yeah.
Okay. So how much have you seen the competition level grow in the SEL? Go back to your comment.
A lot. Especially going from last season's SEL to this season's SEL, it was crazy different. Because I was we got 3rd last time. This is gonna be an easy one.
Right.
And then
everyone really stepped up.
Because people realize how good SEL is, and They stepped it up this season. They hit us like a truck. So
Absolutely.
I mean, heck, our yellow team even went from winning a couple games a season pretty hard to I don't think they got a single one this season, is my understanding in SEL. Which I mean, they had a rough group, and they don't play quite as often as we do, but they're still good enough to do well in most leagues. But SEL's up there for the actual difficulty. I definitely feel like it's the highest quality of teams
for sure.
concentrated that I've played in, at least.
The GC2 plus team, you just really don't even stand a shot.
What other leagues do you guys play in?
NECC, NACE, and then we do
SEL.
and then we do the BBB LAN, and we do the what's it called, CSA Opens, but those are that's everybody's in there. So, but it's there's so many mediocre teams there and a lot of good teams there, but you don't really get to run into all of the good teams. But in SEL, it's concentrated. So
exactly.
I don't think there was an easy game.
No, God, every game went to Game 5, I believe. Every series almost.
Seriously?
I believe so. It was brutal.
I asked Ben, I'd be so what league are we playing for tonight? And he'd be SEL, and I'd be
Yeah. It's like, oh god, we got to try our hardest and still sometimes fail. Obviously,
exactly. Yeah, it's hard, especially whenever you play in the season, and like we said, we come back. We had the rough little start. We bounced back, got some wins, but you go in that last chance qualifier, and it's do or die on that day. So sometimes if it's not your day, it's not your day. You know?
Yeah, I mean Arkansas qualifying after going 1-6 in groups.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Oh
they
my
won't
god!
Be here. They had to forfeit because of family issues.
They should have given us the spot.
Well, complain to Fred. I'm not taking
Hey
that.
Fred, if you need another team, hit us up.
But talking about LAN, how many LANs have each of you guys played?
We just started last semester,
Just
right?
two?
3 because we did NASCAR. Well, you're 2. We did NASCAR, but
That one Talladega.
Yeah.
60
And then
hertz
we did
line.
BBB twice.
Yeah,
So,
exactly, yeah.
and then like I've done some stuff here, but I don't know if I would count that as much because like it's, you sign up for a tournament and then we know what team's gonna win.
Yeah.
So.
All right. Well, you guys, I was at Talladega as well with Auburn, and you guys won that, didn't you?
Yeah.
No,
Blue
it wasn't
did.
us. It was
did.
Blue.
It was Blue. Okay. I knew
Yeah.
it was one of the You guys played each other in the grand finals, right?
No,
Or
no.
the winners
We ended up,
finals,
like,
I think.
Winners finals.
Yeah, because we got we got 5th or something.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, we got
Dang.
eliminated pretty high up there.
But what was it?
But it was
single
against Blue.
elimination?
It was all
Like-
best of
double
ones.
elims.
Oh,
It was double elim, but it was all best of ones, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
which is
right.
brutal.
Yeah.
Best
Best
of
of
ones.
160 hertz.
Mhm.
Yeah,
I missed that.
it was.
Yeah.
That was one of the weird.
Yeah,
LANs.
dude, the
Yeah.
60 hertz was crazy. I don't know why Skates is so good on 60 hertz. Maybe we should
Yeah.
downgrade his PC this weekend.
That's it. Yeah, just turn it. Yeah, that's it. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, then what about the rivalry with Blue?
Oh.
'Cause-
God, we want to beat him so bad.
It's so back and forth. Sometimes we beat them in like some leagues. Sometimes they beat us.
Yeah, it
That's because what a
really-
rivalry should be.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
how much trash talk goes on behind the scenes?
Really?
Honestly,
I think
not
there's a lot of
a lot.
mutual respect
Yeah,
nowadays.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
in the past, I think like before Camille showed up, there wasn't much respect for White from Blue.
Yeah.
But we've been outperforming them or equally performing in almost everything up until this season. This season was bad, but
yeah.
it's
Well,
all
not
right.
even in SEL. We brought it back to at least take it to a game
Yeah,
5.
yeah, true.
So
Yeah, of course they had to. We had to play our C team, and then they had to play
yeah,
us. So
exactly,
it
yeah.
was just
Unfortunately, I know.
Brutal.
One UAH team goes,
Yeah.
and they were just playing
Yeah.
better that day. Sometimes it just.
yeah. We all lost our first series, and that all put us in like, the worst lower bracket for U of A of all time.
Yeah,
Like,
to be fair, that was because they sold their first match. So if they wouldn't have sold the first match,
Yeah.
yeah, well,
but-
we should have beaten UK too.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
actually,
we
UK
should-
was on fire. that
UK
day,
has
though.
has
UK
gotten
is really good now.
Yeah,
Okay.
they surprised me with how good they've gotten.
Yeah, I cannot. We just saw them last weekend. Honestly, I expected them to beat NKU based on how they played us, but maybe
Yeah.
it's just UK has our number.
Yeah,
because that's what it feels like. We've beaten them once, and they've probably beaten us 10 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's always a game 5 or
Yeah,
close.
it's always close. It's
So.
just they always just have that little bit of an edge. Yeah, they do.
So they a team you guys are expecting to make a run tomorrow?
Potentially.
Yeah, for sure. Who else even in it?
I
Honestly.
mean, Tennessee, UK, Blue. Then there's going to be like South Carolina, FSU, I think.
Yep. And then Florida as well.
Yep. Oh yeah. Ah,
There's a
shoot,
lot of
Florida
good
made it
teams.
over
Yeah,
us.
it's
Yeah.
a lot of good teams. Yeah.
Dang.
Well, shoot, I'm gonna pull up the bracket since you guys don't know all the teams. I want predictions for tomorrow, which is the reason I asked.
Oh yeah.
But
Predictions blew
I'm-
all the
I'm
way.
fine.
Come
here
on,
you go,
yeah.
pass it along. I like
Blew
the
all
UH
the way.
pride.
Yeah, we got to. They
If
knocked
Blue
us
plays
out,
like they
have
did last
to.
weekend, I think they go all the way.
They played really well. the
They
first
beat
time last week.
Northern Kentucky. I don't know if you know anything about them, but they've got Toasty on their team. So.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, they beat them in group stage,
We're
and then they didn't run into
Gamecocks.
them in the bracket.
Did they
But
win
it
last
was
season?
like we had to play NKU the next day, and we were like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Like they weren't as good as we expected, honestly, but they were also still like.
That
you
Blue
know,
Yeah.
Tennessee
It was
match.
impressive to see Blue beat them as hard as they beat us.
Yeah, yeah.
3-1,
yeah.
so.
Blue.
I
Yeah.
think we put up a good fight against.
Yeah,
we
for
did,
sure.
yeah.
So I saw the bracket several days ago of what, BBB. Is that what it's
Yeah,
called?
yeah.
Okay. Where'd you guys place in that?
Top 12.
Top 12.
It wasn't
Yeah,
great.
yeah.
Because
Top
if you
12.
did bad in groups, you went to lower bracket, I think, and we started in
Yeah.
lower bracket, and our first game was Northern, and I'm
We
like,
played all
lovely.
of our kryptonites,
Yeah.
back to back.
Yeah, our
group-
whole
any
pool was
other
a
person in the
kryptonite.
group would have been
Yeah.
fine, but we got everyone that we just
Hey,
can't.
It's all right. We lost. Wait, or no, we didn't play Tennessee. No,
No, we
we
did.
lost to
Blue-
Kentucky.
We lost to Kentucky.
Yeah.
Blue lost to the two teams that made it to the grand final.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So
Wow.
that's the
Two
only
teams
reason
that
they
made it
didn't
to the grand
win.
final.
Yeah.
So they're technically third, right?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So who did you play?
So So we started by
Kentucky?
playing WKU, which WKU Red we don't associate with them. We've had some a little toxic scrims, so there's some beef there, and we lost to them.
Yeah.
And we lost to their B team in the fall at BBB, and then we beat their A team right afterwards. And so they don't like us, I'm assuming. And then we scrimmed them, and then it was not a nice scrim. And then we played them and lost at BBB now. So now we're 1-1, I think, in real matches. And they were in our group. They were our first match. We weren't warm. And then we go from WKU to UK, and that's even worse for us. And so we lost to UK, and I wanted to put in Jeremy for like our other two matches, but the problem was it was do or die at that point. So we had to go beat those guys, and we swept both of them to qualify.
We had to sweep them.
Wow.
So we 3-0 the other two in our group.
Even more pressure.
Yeah, we needed WKU to lose, and we had to sweep both teams. So we did it, luckily.
Just to make day 2.
Yeah, and then we lost in day 2.
And then day 2 we get NKU. Day 2 we're playing Toasty.
So we got 4 games at LAN, and didn't go as we wanted. We can win, those 2 games against UK and WKU. It's just a coin flip, really. Well, UK doesn't seem like it anymore, but
it's really just up
we'll
to
get
us,
our revenge.
If we can perform and play our game, then I don't think there's anyone that can really beat us. But when we're not performing, then we're just kind of light work, we crumble sometimes, but when we're playing as a team, we pop off.
Yeah,
it's good. It shows. What's it like playing on LAN? Like, do y'all get nervous still? I mean, after playing 3 LANs?
I mean, you get jittery, but that adrenaline just helps you play, and it's just so much fun to play that way.
I think I play better on stream rather than
Mel popped off. We were playing UK, and you were, or was it Purdue? One of the games we were on stage on at BBB.
Probably Purdue.
And you were popping off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't remember UK. I don't remember UK very much.
That one had to get deleted out.
See, I had my friends from UK sitting in front of me, and every time I'd score a goal, they'd smile at me. So I remember that much, but I don't want to remember the rest.
Yeah, that game was just kind of deleted out of my memory.
Yeah.
It's just...
But the pressure of LAN is definitely there. I mean, heck, I got pretty nervous. Yeah. Like, I mean, the whole reason why we lost to WKU is because every time I got the ball, I didn't trust myself, and I just handed it over to them on a silver platter for them to make a counterattack.
It's hard to settle. That's the thing. When your nerves are going, if you need to settle, it's hard to get into that mindset. Just
got to get the confidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't envy you guys. I'm lucky I get to be in the booth on LAN. I don't have to be on the stage in front of everyone.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys saw the bracket for tomorrow. Yeah. Predictions.
Blue all the way.
Blue.
Yeah, blue.
I really believe it. They've been playing really well.
Yeah.
I mean, we scrimmed them last night, was it?
Last night.
And
we went even.
We went even against them. So 8.
We played 6.
6.
Yeah, we didn't realize it. We should have played
won
another
the last
one.
game.
Yeah.
It was the last game was the one that mattered.
Yeah, exactly.
When we call last game, everyone's trying last game.
Then we started focusing.
We won.
We wanted to win on, get the last win, and I thought we had already lost the whole scrim, and he thought we had already won the whole scrim, and we checked it, and both of us were wrong.
Yeah, he thought.
So.
It was fun.
Yeah.
So do they drop a series then? That's the next question. Does Blue drop a series tomorrow?
Oh.
If they drop a series,
who are they playing?
They get knocked. But I think if they sweep, they're good.
Who are they playing for?
Yeah, I forgot who they were playing for.
If they go lower bracket, if they get their mental
UTK's
shot.
Oh shoot, they're probably gonna lose first game.
UTK, they're on fire right now.
Yeah.
Especially if they carry on from BBB.
Yeah,
They carry that momentum. They're on fire.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay.
But I think if
it's the winner of that game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think whichever one goes into the losers bracket loses momentum.
Same.
So.
Wow.
UTK is on fire right now, man.
But to be fair, if you make a lower bracket run, how are you doing it in this format? Do they have a game diff or is it
bracket reset?
Bracket reset.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's brutal.
That
bracket
is tough.
reset is really rough,
tough.
Yeah.
But lower bracket is typically favored to win the first series. So.
Yeah. Okay. And that's what we saw at BBB.
Yeah,
UTK ran all the way up from where we started. Yeah.
That's
the
what
bracket reset's gonna be hard.
Whoever makes the lower runs is usually the favorites and they have the momentum.
Yeah, exactly. Because you just won a game while the other team was sitting there watching you.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Well, Blue's going all the way apparently.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
So we hope.
It'd be nice to see them do that. I think it's their last semester, so.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Or at least 2
Most
of them. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine too. R.I.P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be a whole new roster next season. I don't know who y'all gonna pick up.
Yeah, we're losing so many players.
many
It's going to be
players, yeah.
crazy. But we got some players I already know about coming in, so hopefully
That's
Yeah.
it goes
Okay.
well.
Yeah.
But
Might not be a blue and white rivalry. You guys just might be blue and now, you know.
yeah.
You
Gotta
know.
merge.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, that's all the questions we got for the team. But Beemore, I did want to ask you, what's it like running the Rocket League side of the program, being the RL coordinator?
Honestly, it's not that much work because our current captains are really good at what they do. Well,
Nice.
sometimes I have
Train
to
them
step
well.
in and help out, but previously, like up until recent, when everybody's getting busy in the spring semester preparing for like graduation and whatnot, so or like at least trying to make sure they graduate, it has been pretty rough. But overall, I don't have to do that much work. I just like to do whatever I can.
Okay.
But it's pretty good. It's definitely worth doing. I definitely want to keep doing it, but we'll see.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, without him, I don't think
Oh, yeah,
our
no.
scene would have grown nearly as
I don't
much.
even
Yeah.
have to check into
yeah.
matches.
Yeah,
He does the whole
so-
bit.
yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, seriously, I just
Yeah.
show up and play. You know, he really does all the work. So yeah, shout out to him.
So how much has the UAH Rocket League program kind of grown the last couple of years?
Tenfold,
Dude,
millionfold.
Since
I mean,
2020, it is a huge difference.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it literally, like, 2020, we were like, oh, our B team definitely going to lose to A teams. But then,
Yeah.
and I was on it, so I should know. But then, 2021 rolls around, fall 2021. We've got Camille showing up. We've got a lot of people who were previously, like, not playing the game showing up, and we've got a lot of like new freshmen coming in addition to I specifically mentioned Camille because he was on my team.
Yeah.
But
I was still underrated. It's okay.
yeah. And we ended up pulling like together some really good rosters, and we've got a lot of talent especially for a school of 10,000 or so students. I think we've got really great talent because blue and white both compete with A teams all over. I mean, it is, I mean, our win rate in matches is definitely positive,
Oh,
like
yeah,
nice.
easily, and we're a B team, so like
Yeah,
we should
exactly,
lose to the A teams, right? You'd
Yeah.
think, but we often win those, and it's really nice to see like it's not hopeless even for our C team. Sometimes shows up
Yeah.
and beats B teams and A
Exactly,
teams,
Yeah.
So
It's always nice to see a team that you beat that says varsity next to their name.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like they're getting paid to do
Yeah,
this.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
I definitely think we're making like a name for UH, right?
Yeah.
Especially as a B team, because like
Exactly.
before like this roster, it was mostly like UH A team is the
Yeah.
only UH team that's
Yeah.
really known in the leagues, and we show up and now there's two UH teams that are
Yeah.
dominant.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
and I
Mhm.
think that's really
Exactly,
putting our name
yeah.
out there.
Yeah,
and
for
kinda
sure.
growing our esports
Yeah.
as a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Awesome.
esports is going to be the way like most people have heard of UAH that aren't at least in northern Alabama
Yeah.
because like I'll talk to my friends who go to like University of Cincinnati and they're like UAH, they're that school with that crazy Rainbow Six Siege team back when they were stomping people and going to
Yeah.
like the finals every semester or whatever.
Yeah.
So I mean like I think that UAH, because it's such a nerdy school, it's a great place for esports, and I think it's
Mhm.
only going to grow now that people are getting nerdier, or at least more into video games.
Yeah, it's crazy to see how much the scene's grown. Like I said, I've been in with the Rocket League, like in their Discord. I wasn't
Mhm.
really crazy on the teams, but like there was no LANs for a while, and then
Yeah.
now in this one semester we've had, or in these 2 semesters we've been to 3. Now
Mhm.
it's about to be 4.
Yeah, no, I
so.
came into when I first came into UH, I was like, I'll just be
Just
playing.
playing for fun,
just
yeah.
playing for fun.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to
For
LAN.
fun.
I remember that.
Exactly. Now
Yeah.
we're competing in
Oh,
LANs
yeah,
at a
yeah.
collegiate level. I mean, that's
fun.
pretty
It's fun.
awesome.
I did not
yeah.
expect any of us
Yeah.
to actually
Yeah.
go this far.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just be
It's
playing.
awesome.
I remember meeting you and you were like, I don't know how much I'm going to be like participating. I'm like, darn it, he's so good. He lost one game in tryouts. One.
Wow.
And he only
Yeah.
lost to Aurora, who was having the day of
Oh
his
my
life.
gosh, yeah.
So it was like I'm like, man, he's so good and he's not going to show up, and this is our chance to like really do great. We've got good players across 2 teams we can really show off, and I'm like, he's not going to play very much. Oh my god. And then he started like getting really into it when he
Yeah,
started
no,
doing
I
stuff. I
realized
mean,
how much
we
potential
were
it has.
winning
It's-
and it
it's
was
fun.
Yeah.
it was a
You
lot
can
of
actually go
fun.
far with this.
When
It's like
did
a
we
sport
start
now.
playing?
Yeah.
That year.
That year. Was it?
That's
yeah.
when I started playing with him. I was like, hey, the rig's pretty good.
Yeah.
And the next
He
thing I
kept
know,
trying to
we're
tell
on
me.
the team.
yeah.
Next thing I know,
Yeah,
we're all
that's
on the
it.
team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So CRL and UH's future?
God, it's got to
That
be.
would-
Oh,
Yeah.
we beat CRL.
I mean,
teams
all
again.
the
NKU's in
time,
CRL
yeah.
and
Dude,
Yeah.
and Blue beat them.
Yeah.
we
To be fair,
we
they're
play
like
CRL
6.
teams all the time.
Yeah. They're not.
Still, even getting
but,
to CRL
but still,
is tough.
especially in
Yeah.
US East. US
Yeah,
East is
there's
crazy.
16
you know,
teams in it.
it's-
I mean, heck, if we were in West, I think we'd be in it because I mean,
absolutely.
last night we were running into CRL players from West, and I was like beating them
Talking
on a
little
Smurf
smack.
account. Yeah.
We got to disable Ben's controller,
If-
his keyboard.
If I
He
see
likes
somebody
to
from
type.
US West CRL,
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this is a free game
Yeah.
Wow.
because they're just not as good as East, honestly.
Yeah, yeah.
Like it's,
Yeah.
I mean, we got placed in West for NECC, and the only reason we're really losing any matches is because of tech
90
difficulties.
ping.
Because we got to play on their servers.
90
It's so
ping.
frustrating. But
Yeah.
it's whatever.
Yeah.
You know how with interviews like they take one quote out of context?
Yeah.
That's gonna be the quote I say. It's a free CRL West is a free win.
Yeah.
It is. Everybody says it from East, and they're all right. This is not something I came up with. It's true.
It's we're just a stronger region, I guess.
It is. Well, it's
Yeah.
because all the pros are over here. So,
Yeah,
like, you know,
it really
CRL
is.
teams, maybe they're not necessarily playing with pros, but the people they're playing against are losing to the pros in ranked. So
Yeah.
it's,
Yeah.
you know, it trickles down for sure. So I think if CRL is going to be coming, it's coming soon to UAH. So
Yeah.
Nice.
I've got hopes. I think next year could be the year.
Yeah, that would be
All
awesome.
right. I heard it here first, I guess.
Honestly, it takes one day.
One good day. I mean, I
That's
swear
it.
we've never played a CRL qualifier and felt like ourselves.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
And
You
then
gotta
the
wake
one
up
time we did
early.
it, we lost to NKU, who got like
Oh,
fourth.
man, yeah, we got it.
So I was
Yeah,
like, okay.
Exactly. Yeah.
And we lost by 1 goal in OT or whatever. So it's
Yeah.
just like, man, if we feel good, we could totally make the run.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's teams we
Absolutely.
beat who make the run. Like,
Yep.
Yep. CRL's grueling. Like I've casted those qualifiers for
Oh,
Auburn, and you have to win like what 9
At
series,
Yeah.
something like that.
and if you
Yeah.
lose one, you have to win so many more.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my gosh.
it's insane.
It's rough.
Yeah,
There's a lot
I mean,
of
we've
teams.
played qualifiers where we wake up at like 10 a.m.,
Yep.
get on, start practicing, start at 11, and then we're done at 6. I mean,
Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
brutal. And then we don't
And
even,
then you're
like-
not even there. Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. You don't
yeah.
even qualify. Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
How do you train that resilience?
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
we,
No, I mean, I wake up and I'm like, we definitely can make it.
Yeah.
That's what really drives
and
me
then at the
crazy.
end of the
It's
day, I'm like, God,
yeah.
I could lose right now and go eat food.
And
And
it's like-
it's hard to stay motivated.
It's also the skill difference too, because
Yeah.
it's not like you're playing a consistent level of team.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It really does, and sometimes you'll get a bunch of DQs or people that just don't show up, and
Oh my
so
gosh.
these not so great teams make a farther run.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so you play an amazing team, and then you're stuck with people that can't aerial.
Yeah.
And then the next game you're playing NKU. You know,
Yeah,
like,
it's so weird.
You know, it's all a matter of luck on the bracket. That could really make or break your day. You know.
Huh. All right. Well, that's good to know. The players' insight to the bracket.
Yeah.
Right. That's all the questions I've got for you guys. I appreciate you joining me here.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Thanks
guess
for
it
coming
is
to
the
UAH.
caster's
yeah.
couch.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's
It's my
it. That's
couch
it.
now.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome to UAH. We're glad we can host this. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait for
hopefully.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
that's
it's gonna
it,
be exciting.
yeah.
You guys gonna be in the crowd?
Oh, I definitely will be.
Yeah, at some point. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
playing. You know, I'm
Yeah.
unfortunately not in that, but in the open.
There is
hopefully.
an open tournament, yeah.
that's
yeah.
right.
And I'll be running that. That's the only time I won't be watching SEL, besides when I'm running concessions. But so
All right, cool. Well, that wraps up the interview. I don't really have a formal outro, but
Yeah.
bye.
UAH White.